Another heavy collision. And this time, it's a free kick.
On the Bobcats offense, but she will use her body to try to gain control of the ball, and you saw her do it right there, but the ref did not like what he saw there.
Not the normal speed we're kind of accustomed to at the fullback position. Of course, Elise Schwartz, one of the fastest Bobcats ever.
Yeah.
Leaves last year. Very good in possession. It'll be interesting to see what she does in that fullback position throughout the year. Free kick and swinging. Played other way by Spanish ball. Steven running forward. Collision there. Cleared out by Queens. Homer's dart in the air. It's in a row. Stockton. Stockton making a move. Stockton. Mike is there. Stockton picks it up again. Stockton one more time. Pass played in. It's Kai Jeffries. The floor. The Bobcats have a chance to get a counter going. Bartholomew. Bartholomew still straight out of play. Bobcats have the chance to settle down, have some possession in their own half. Clear it out. Now some space for Balzano. Balzano looking to make a move. Gets around one. Cleared out of play. Bobcats on their heels early. Of course, Queens is yet. Apologies, folks. We had a bit of difficulty there with our audio. Bobcats had a bit of difficulty with that shot. Queens on the board first. Just 12 minutes in.
Nothing to hang your heads about, though. It's early in the season. Still trying to work out some kinks in the offense, and we have a great up-top presence in Amanda Bartholomew, so we'll be looking to facilitate the ball to her.
Bobcats need a couple from her tonight to get back in this one.
Oh, yeah.
As Stockton makes her way down the wing. Again, a very young team. There's going to be some growing pains. Some of the Bobcats are just going to have to accept. There's one of the seniors, Sarah Miller, stepping up to make a play. Through ball, picked up by Graham.
Ball gets back into play. Out to Miller. And that'll go off Queens, Bobcat ball. Maddie Stevens, no, that is Bartholomew looking for the ball. There'll be a free kick, and that is Sarah Miller. As she winds up and low kick.
Maybe not what Sarah wanted to do there. Usually want to get that ball up for a Bobcat. Played into the box. Cause some havoc. Miller with the ball at her feet, though, gets around one. Makes another move.
Smart pass.
In the middle to Val. Omar's daughter. Omar's daughter with the move. Becca Morris back to the ball. Very patient from the Bobcats right now. Omar's daughter with the excellent touch. Now down the wing. Balzano. Balzano cutting in. Balzano with some direct play. In the middle, Bartholomew chipped up.
Oh.
Chance off the half volley. Nothing doing from Morris. Morris plays it back. Popped up in the air over the net. Sophia Bonser taking a swipe at it. One of those freshmen starting today.
It'll be interesting to see how Georgia College copes with not having Sol Baldacini in the midfield, the star player last year for the Bobcats. But hopefully the new faces can get into the system and get it all settled.
So, of course, an excellent holding midfielder. Looks like Bonser and Morris will be tasked with filling that role. The two freshmen stepping in for one of the best Bobcats in history. I think I saw Sol early here tonight. She's still hanging around Bobcat Field for a bit.
I saw her the other day on campus.
Balzano. Balzano with a diagonal ball. Not sure to who. 1-0 Queens. Royals get on the board first here at our home opener.
I guess pink is a goalkeeper color here in the on Bobcat Field today. The Queens goalie is also wearing pink.
Foul on the Cats here. Ball will go the other way. Looking for the quick free kick, finally taken. Swung out wide.
Plenty of space. Who's out there?
Ball in, Mike with the pressure. Miller cleans it up. Stevens giving chase. Played forward. On a play throw in for Queens. Both teams matching up in a 4-3-3 tonight. Pair of holding midfielders in that middle three. Throw in for Queens. Jasmine Singh will take it into the box. Mike there. Popped up in the air. Queens picks it back up. Bartholomew shields off the ball, picks it up. Chance for a counter.
One more.
A bunch of Bobcats sprinting forward. Omar's daughter out in the wing. Becca Morris taking her time with the decision. Finally got it. Omar's daughter. Omar's daughter. Ball played in. Cutting in was Steven. Now at the feet of Bartholomew. Balzano. Bartholomew off.
Oh.
I'm waiting for the signal from the referee finally.
Yeah.
Sees
I've seen so far. Because we'll get down on Queens half of the field and our defense get a nice stop and the field.
well, you see that.
Yep.
But in years past, we haven't quite had the speed. That's a getting forward. Lets it run away. And Chase. As Jefferson picks the ball up, Omar's daughter plays catch up and is able to clear it out.
Alana Jefferson's showing plenty of speed there up top.
She comes in as the team's leading scorer. Had 8 last year, 3 already this year. Cross. Mike. Trouble with the clearance. Bobcats escape. "26 minutes up on the board.
Again, folks, we want to apologize for all the technical difficulties we're having. We're just first game here at Bobcat Field, so working stuff out.
It seems like just about the last game of the year is when we finally figure things out. Then we have to kind of quit
Yep.
after a bit before we come back out. Queens 4 shots so far. Bobcats with a couple. Neither on frame. Having trouble keeping possession through midfield.
Oh, heavy touch there by Miller.
Mike with some difficulties. Miller will track back. Bonser. Bonser being pressured, and the ball rolls out. Throw in for Queens. Bobcats able to clear it away. Steven. Try to get towards Bartholomew once again. It's number 7, Mariah Lewis, who is as quick as they come.
Slicing and dicing over there in the midfield.
Hummingbird in and around the Bobcat attack tonight. Slides into a back 3 roll when the wings push forward for Queens. She's on the outside of that and giving the Bobcats a whole lot of trouble. They may not have a whole lot of success attacking down the right where she is. They try to do it here, nothing doing. Bonser, a lot of space. Has to make a decision quickly though. Tough touch for Balzano. She's trying to fight through it, cleared away. Jeffries pops it forward. Picked up by Stockton. Emma Rose Stockton. Emma Rose Stockton still. Stockton still. Stockton weaving through the Bobcat defense, and the ref will play advantage. We'll see if he pulls it back, and he should right there. No, not going to pull it back.
I guess that was an advantage. He held his hands out like it was, and there was no foul given. Interesting stuff.
So no advantage, still a throw in interesting territory for Queens. Mills Shant. She was looking for a white shirt, didn't find it. I think we were misinterpreting that referee's signal there. I think he had one arm out. Couldn't quite see it from here.
Yeah.
As Bartholomew fights through a couple defenders. Morris looking for a blue shirt. Finally tries to find Balzano, gets there. Heavy touch from Cassie. Cassie making a move, can't get around. Balzano and Becca Morris both with assists in their first collegiate game, and now Bartholomew with a dangerous run towards the end line. Heavy tackle there as Lewis came over in a frenzy. Showed Bartholomew off, and a goal kick. Anya Mancinelli will check in. Maddie Steven out. Looks like Anya will move up top. Amanda Bartholomew moves out to the right wing.
Amanda is right-footed, and she has the speed to get around, so maybe they're looking for her to cross it in.
Well, now Mancinelli dropping a bit deep. We'll have to see how this shapes up. Now she heads to the top of the formation. Almost a nice ball in from Becca Morris. Morris again an assist in her first collegiate game. That 2-1 comeback win over King. Bobcats found a pair late from Amanda Bartholomew. They'll need similar here. Omar's daughter miss hit. Not enough white shirts around to cause any danger. Balzano, space and time. Tries to make a move, shut down by Taylor Hunkel. Shant now out wide. Hunkel again. Hunkel, whole lot of space. Omar's daughter still tracking back. Now she steps forward. Now Queens with time. Jeffries with a nice play. Good ball in the middle. Mancinelli. Bonser. Bonser to no one. Hunkel picks it up. Now out wide, Jefferson. Omar's daughter covering. Jefferson versus Omar's daughter. Jefferson wins round one. Cross played in. Graham gets a hand to it. Still danger. Miller has a tough time with the clearance. Still danger. Shot on. And just wide.
Sarah Miller with a little whiff there.
Bobcat back line not selling anything so far, Riley.
Not
Having
so
a tough
far.
time with the clearances, it looks like.
Maybe first home game jitters.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Seems like any ball that's been lifted off the ground.
Because last
Bobcats
year,
have taken a swipe at it and whiffed. Corner coming in. Headed away. Bartholomew uses her body well. Bartholomew going to take off. Foot race with Amanda. She'll just boom it forward. The Bobcats will try and reset things. Not a whole lot of pressure right now from the Bobcats. It seems like the pressure's starting as soon as Queens gets the ball in the final third. Here come the reinforcements. Morris out. Trying to get a number on the substitution. It's number 22, Emily Peterson. Emily Peterson, very exciting on the ball from what we've seen so far from the freshman. Yet another freshman checking in for the Bobcats.
young team.
But Emily with a little flair when she gets on the ball.
Yeah.
Can throw a few step overs at you, a few little flicks here and there.
You got to when you're in the midfield.
Some creativity that we're kind of not used to seeing here in Bobcat country,
Yeah.
to be quite honest.
Bright future, hopefully.
Queens out wide. It's Singh. Long ball in. Bobcats are going to have to pick it up. Mike struggles with it. Bobcats having issues clearing it out. Chance again. This time Ashley Graham picks it up.
Yeah, Sam, last year we relied so heavily on our back line that seems as this year we're not missing a beat, but that back line just isn't as strong as it was last year.
Well, that's not to say they won't get there.
Yeah, of course. They have all season.
When you have all-world player Millie York
Yeah, she
back
was
there
insane.
leading that back line.
She was great.
It's tough to get your positioning without a leader like that. Bobcats are trying to figure it out. I'm sure they will. "18 minutes left in half number one. Bobcats still down 1. Weaving through is Ring. Now picked up by Jefferson. She's on. Shot, tight angle. Graham makes the first save. She might need another. Jeffries gets it away. Off a Queens player. Throw for the Cats. Man, oh man, it was an excellent ball in from Ring. Miranda DeShant gets on the end up in a tight position, Riley.
Yeah. She kind of chipped it over Bobcat defenders right there. Nice little run there. Luckily, Graham was poised and ready to make the save.
Maybe luckily for Graham, DeShant held the ball at her feet for a couple steps. Closed that angle real quickly. And Graham, as always, excellent positioning. Montanelli fights for the ball. Picked up by Duvall. Now Balzano gets on our horse. Cuts it back.
Oh.
Through ball in. It was a good thought towards Montanelli. Uncle picks it up. Going to be cleared away by Queens. Nice shot from Duvall to pick up the pieces there. Bursting forward from the midfield. Heavy play from Peterson. Peterson didn't necessarily agree with the call, but sends a Queens player to the floor. Mike and Miller colliding. Fortunately, the Bobcats ended up with the ball at the feet. Montanelli can't find anyone. Push forward, has the ball. Skips off Sarah Miller's foot. Spending a whole lot of time down here on the right side of the pitch.
Yeah, time that we need to be on the left side trying to get some shots on target. I think Queens' back line is just a little too tough for this Bobcat front line as of right now.
Bobcats could continue to wear them down. You know, might be like water running into a dam as Graham has to stay alert. Eventually apply enough pressure, it's going to burst. Bobcats have start applying a little more pressure though.
Hopefully so. Maybe switch up personnel a little bit, as we already have.
Bartholomew feels like she's dropped a little deeper since we last talked, and this is the reason why. Making a run. Bartholomew against the world, taken down. Ball taken first. Excellent tackle. That was number 12, Alyssa Bosick. Amanda Bartholomew coming from deep that time. Position she's not accustomed to as Omar's daughter makes one miss and then holds on the ball a little too long.
A little nutmeg there from Uno.
Wrench, another freshman fighting for the ball. Now it's heading Queens' way. Miller chases over. Ball runs out of play and a substitution on the way for the Bobcats. Looks like Hannah Asbell coming in. Another freshman. Renee Mike out. Some fresh legs. That's center back for the Bobcats. Long ball, Graham out of the box will finally retreat and be able to pick it up.
Yeah,
Bartholomew on the far side.
She's dropped back a lot, Bartholomew has.
She's getting a little more forward as the Bobcats move forward. Just trying to get some stability in that midfield, maybe some creativity.
Yeah.
Going to track him back again. We'll play it back to Miller. Miller, long ball forward. It's to Mancinelli. Bartholomew, way deep. Duval. Now back to Omar's daughter. Omar's daughter diagonal towards Mancinelli. Punched away.
Yeah, those waist-high balls are tough to handle for most players.
I was just about to say the Bobcats were finally holding on to the ball, then off the throw. Queens picks it back up.
Spoke too soon.
Asbell's first touch at home. Pushed forward, taken away by Queens. The ball stepping forward. Ball still with Queens. Peterson knocks it out of touch. Bobcats being outshot 10-2. And that 2 came a long, long time ago. It feels like excellent touch from Balzano.
Wow.
Little creativity from the freshman. Omar's daughter still working forward, trying not to get caught in possession for too long. Balzano tried to pick it up, tried to get it Mancinelli. Got nicked up a bit. Bobcats have a free kick.
That's one thing that's always impressed me about Uno is her footwork on the ball is just unconventional. It is something to watch, something to witness. Her and Coach always have a little juggling session before each game, and it's kind of fun to watch.
She's our Vine star on social media.
She is.
Anytime we can get Uno doing some tricks of some sort with the soccer ball, we throw it on there. Long ball from the free kick, played in by Omar's daughter. Comes out to Miller. High looping cross. Missed the head of Balzano. Queens the other way. Deshant. Stockton. Queens. Making some excellent passes, but Deshant won't be able to get at that one. Back the Bobcats' way.
Oh.
Omar's daughter mishit it. Wrench trying to make up for the mistake. .10:30 left in the half. Not a whole lot to talk about so far if you're a Bobcat fan.
Hopefully that'll change soon as we can hopefully get an offensive spark.
Bartholomew and Uno on the same side. Now Uno maybe still holding on to the ball a little too long. Gets away with it this time. Ball forward up to Balzano, who's flipped the wing. Bobcats switching up as much as they can. Try to get something going here attacking-wise. Apologize for any technical difficulties we're having. Still trying to sort them out.
Good corner.
Corner for Queens. Mallet will take it. It's a short one. Second cross comes in. Graham lost control of it. Bobcats get away with it.
It's like Sophia Lekis.
Sophia in for Balzano. Omar's daughter out. In comes Aaron Ferris.
Lekis over there on the right wing. Be looking for her tremendous speed, long legs, get her up and down the field. Wow, that header went a long way.
Got a whole lot of speed up top for the Bobcats right now, especially on the wings. Lekis, fresh legs on the far side, and Bartholomew on the near side. Mancinelli mostly there for hold-up play. We'll see if she can hold the ball long enough, let the wings get down, and play it through this Queens back line. I'd imagine that's at least a strategy right now for the Bobcats. Is this one going to cause some issues, a little miscommunication? Graham having to scramble it back to her goal, and good thing she did.
Yeah, again, that back line just not what it needs to be as of now. Communication with the goalie is not what it needs to be, and all around subpar so far, but Bobcats hopefully rallying back.
You're being harsh on the freshman, man.
I have to. It's the game.
Oh, man, it's the first 3 games.
It's the game, though. It's Bobcat.
There's definitely a whole lot of talent here, too.
Oh, plenty of talent. Just need to figure
right
out
now,
how to use it.
Nearest to us at fullback, Ferris, a sophomore. Jeffries, a center back. As Asbell goes down. Jeffries at center back, a freshman. Asbell, a freshman. At right back, and there's the one senior, it's Sarah Miller. As the right back. But both Jeffries and Asbell, extremely, extremely talented. Jeffries may be the best of the bunch. Amanda Bartholomew into the box. Looking for any kind of blue shirt. Looping around. She went all the way to making him back before swinging that one back towards Sarah Miller.
Nice 30-minute drive.
First real pressure from the Bobcats in a long time comes to nothing. Lekis can feel it. An aggressive play, gets the ball back for the Cats. Long ball to Bartholomew. Bartholomew with the excellent touch. Around the edge of the box. Around and around we go with Amanda Bartholomew. Still looking for space. Gets towards the end line. Low cross coming in. And the shot on from Peterson.
That's a shot, though.
Not enough, but it's a shot.
That's a shot.
That's exactly right.
Best opportunity we've had so far.
Peterson kept it controlled. He kind of wished he would have just taken a swipe at it. Tried to boom it past the keeper. But again, Amanda Bartholomew making things happen. Miller makes a cut.
Nice.
Peterson back to Miller. Sarah Miller spending a whole lot of time on the ball, and then the pass ends up towards the Queens bench.
Kinsey McDowell into the game for Queens. Out goes number 4, Miranda Deschamps.
Oh, back heel.
Cheeky.
Queens player goes down. Jeffries was in a good position, though. And Kai's so tough.
Yeah.
Kai is very much in the Millie York breed. She's not going to let you boss her around. The communication and the rest will come, but
nice presence on the back line.
Exactly. The leadership and the talent's just going to be there.
Oh.
Almost an excellent turn from Queens. It's Asbell making a play. Now Lekis. Long ball from Lekis.
Oh.
Bartholomew in. It's going to be too far for her. Sophia with an excellent thought.
Yeah, she kicked about a 40-yard field goal right there.
On a line, too. It was driven. Mancinelli can't shield the ball away from number 7, Raya Lewis, who continues to give the Bobcats fits. The 5'2" center back. I don't say that often.
Not often.
But she is so quick and gets into position so well. Bobcats can't get around her.
No, and same for the rest of the Queens back line. Fantastic job so far in the first half of this game.
Long ball coming in. Up and down it goes. Top of the box for the Bobcats. Peterson tried to shield it. Now into Bartholomew, too far. Not a bad thought from Ferris. Just a little heavy.
We're showing more signs of attacking in this first half, second half.
Bobcats still being quadrupled up.
Yeah.
And shots though 12-3 right now. Of course, Queens' chances haven't been phenomenal. There was the goal, and then Miranda Deschamps found the ball in some space and behind the line. Couldn't finish though, because Ashley Graham closed down very quickly. Miller headed forward. Bobcats having to struggle. Jefferson takes a swipe. Now a chance for Queens. In.
Oh my goodness.
And a lightning strike from Queens one more time. 13th shot is the charm for the Royals. Ashley Graham made a superb effort.
There's not much you can do about that. That was as upper 90 to the right as you can go.
But again, the Bobcats having trouble clearing the ball from the box. And a lot of issues for the team defensively so far tonight. Of course, this Queens team picked to finish 4th in their conference. From the same conference as Carson Newman, the team that beat the Bobcats 5-1 up in Tennessee a week ago. We'll get you the goal score on that one in just a moment. I believe it was number 12, Alyssa Bosick.
I think so as well. I couldn't really see a number. And she was immediately surrounded by the rest of her team.
Oh, excuse us, this is going to be number 18, Leanne Bryant, officially with the goal. Queens got some difficult numbers to see, causing us some issues up here. Bartholomew. Good move from Wrench to swing it out wide to Miller.
Go, Sophia.
Tried to find Lekis Riley. Bounced off her feet.
Well,
cleared up by Asbel. Glad she didn't hit a car.
Yeah, might as well go ahead and clear it out. Hold on to these last 15 seconds here. Keep Queens off the board once again.
Not over yet. Wrench having to track back. Now the ball in the box. Miller going to clear this one away, and the Bobcats are likely going to escape. Unless Davis decides to do something spectacular. She won't. And we head to a halftime. Thanks for sticking with us through the technical difficulties, folks. We wish you would have stuck with us for a better scoreline, but right now 2-0. The Royals out in front. We'll take a short break, back with halftime stats and more here on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Back with you at Bobcat Field. Sam Jones, Riley Williams here with you as the Bobcats find themselves down a pair, Riley, after a tough first half.
Yeah, it was a little sloppy defense from the Bobcats, and we mentioned it a lot in the first half. And hopefully, Coach Hope Clark has talked to the back line specifically a little bit, and hopefully they figure stuff out. Back there. Sam, why don't you go ahead and scored.
Well, the Bobcats losing their shape a little too continually there and having difficulty clearing the ball out of the box. Seems like every swipe they take is a whiff. They're just popping the ball back up in the air. They're not clearing it out.
Yeah.
And it's given extra opportunities for Queens, who ended up in that half with 13 shots. 11 the target with 2 goals. One of those from Thea Mallet, the other one from Leanne Bryant. Mallet last year, their leading scorer, picked first team all-conference preseason for Queens. Meanwhile, Bryant, kind of a surprise. The forward position, picked up a loose ball, took it off a half volley, and just powered it past Ashley Graham, top right corner.
And Ashley Graham probably got really down after that, and a lot of goalies do, especially from my experience playing soccer. I know when a nice shot that the goalie couldn't do much about, the goalie got really down and almost let a couple more in. And so luckily Ashley didn't let that affect her as I thought it would. But we'll see how she holds up here in the second half with this powerful offense that Queens has.
Ashley's got a great goalkeeper mentality. She doesn't seem to get depressed or sad or sorry for herself. She really just kind of seems to get mad.
Yeah, she does get mad. I will give her that.
Let's see if it pays off for her. Hopefully she won't have too many shots to stop. Up top for the Bobcats, looks like Balzano, Bartholomew, and Peterson, which is about the most exciting top line the Bobcats could throw coming out of the first half. We'll see if it's all. Gets the Bobcats back in this one. Here's Peterson. Here's some of that electricity we're talking about. Peterson making a run. Peterson still in towards Bartholomew and pushed away.
Oh!
As Kai Jeffries leveled somebody.
Hey, they're making a statement early on here.
Tell her she's not going to let you push you around.
No,
Strong.
Sam almost fell right there.
Thanks for letting us know, Rouse. Headed forward. Wrench gets it up to Balzano. Balzano has shown a little flair so far tonight. Tried to get it through the legs of a Queens defender. Ended up with the throw-in. 3 shots for the Bobcats in half one. A couple of those on target. Never really had an excellent chance at finding the back of the net.
You can see the Queens back line. They're very confident coming out of that first half. They're playing way up high in their half of the field, which is not something you see a lot.
Yeah, Queens doesn't seem like the kind of team that's just going to sit there and park the bus and bunker down a bit. Maybe it'll pay off for the Bobcats, who have yet to find much going forward so far tonight. Sticking with the 4-3-3, Balzano on the far wing. Bartholomew in the middle. She has a chance to pick up the ball here. She's beaten to it. Mancinelli back in the midfield now. Picks up the ball. Wrench. Far side, it's Ferris. Balzano keeps it in touch. Bobcats controlling the ball for at least the start of this half.
Yep.
Mancinelli plays it backwards.
Yeah, they do a good job of
Graham having to scramble here, Riley. Keep going.
No, they do a good job of keeping the ball out on the wings. They just can't seem to figure out what to do with it after they get it there.
Not a whole lot of space in the middle, and there's the reason why. Mariah Davis, the speedy center back, absolutely everywhere tonight. But now she's out of position. A chance for Peterson. Peterson looking for anybody. Bartholomew out on the wing. Peterson still. Peterson, the shot.
We'll take it.
Saved.
We'll take it.
But again, Emily Peterson, maybe the most exciting of these freshmen.
She has shown the speed and the skill. And right there, the shot power as well.
A pretty sweet boot into that one. Her
Yes,
first
she
shot of
did.
the night, she scuffed it a bit.
And that one from about 10 yards outside the 18.
Miller charging forward. Bobcats starting to find their rhythm. Bartholomew had space in the middle, decided not to go to it, and she earned herself a free kick. Interesting spot. I imagine we'll see Uno. Well, no, Uno not on the field.
Yeah.
Well, we usually would see Uno. Not sure who's going to take it here.
It's like Miller
See what the senior has up her sleeve.
or Bartholomew.
Bobcats are working on a few intricate type set pieces in practice when I was out there yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't think we'll see it here. I think we'll see Bartholomew just take a swipe at it. Gets one and poked
Oh.
away. Up in the air and punched over the crossbar. Amanda Bartholomew with a direct run up and blasted it goalward.
That was unbelievable. It just seemed to keep rising.
Excellent play by Rachel Quest, who had to get up in a hurry. Take a strong hand to the ball.
Looked like a Premier League save right there. Premier League shot from Amanda Bartholomew.
Corner coming from the Cats. Crowd and the keeper.
Oh,
Popped up in the air. Still bouncing around. Miller might take a chance, and she mishit it. Still giving chase and a goal kick. A bouncing ball might have skipped a little more than Sarah thought it would. But some interesting changes from the Bobcats at halftime. Again, you have the two freshmen on the wing, Amanda Bartholomew in the middle. And already it's paying off. Bobcats already with a couple shots. A few good chances.
yeah, I think the move with Peterson out on the right side has really encouraged this offense to push up a little more. You can see her speed and her spatial awareness has really paid off.
Miller brings it down. It's Wrench. Possession map all blue in half number 2 so far. Balzano back to Wrench. Pressure from Queens. Now they'll back off a bit as Asbell swings it to Miller. The ball pops it up.
Looks like Georgia College is taking their time a little more in this half.
They have more time.
They do.
Queens, it is not applying the pressure they were in half number 1. And when you're up 2,
You can just kind of let it happen. You
Save
don't
your
want to give it
energy.
up, though. Oh,
Queens player goes to ground, nothing doing. Bobcats regain possession.
yep.
Out wide, Ferris. Ferris around 1. Ferris
Touch.
showing the speed, tried to get it into Bartholomew. I think she got in between Bartholomew and Balzano there.
Sam, this is kind of interesting. We got Garrick DeBoles down there on the field. Looks like he's taking pictures. He's a basketball player here at Georgia College. And that's kind of odd, but what's up, Garrick? Hope you're having fun taking pictures of the game.
Basketball players need hobbies too.
Oh, yeah.
38 minutes left in this one. Bobcats down a pair. Showing signs of life.
Throws it in right in front of Al Weston.
The one and only.
The one and only.
Our excellent sports information director at Georgia College, who makes this all possible. Big thanks to Al.
Big thanks.
Queens in the Bobcat third of the field for the first time all night. They immediately give it away. Or all half, rather. They were camped out there in half number 1.
They were.
Headed forward, now it's Chance, it's Jefferson. Jefferson makes a move. Great save, Graham. One more. Off the crossbar.
Oh, my.
They're down. She'll get back up. Jefferson made the initial run, just sprinted through
Jeez.
the center backs of the Bobcats who didn't close down. The follow-up chance for a Queens player. Can't quite read the number from there. Just off the crossbar. Great save by Ashley on the first one.
Oh, yeah. Got a foot to it, luckily.
Kick save and a beauty. Balzano giving chase. Not going to get there. Nervy moments for the Bobcats. Man, free Italian ice here tonight as we hear the PA come over.
Well, folks, we'll take a break. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Maybe more.
Maybe more. Just go pig out on some ice.
Mm-hmm. Nothing says Friday night soccer like sugar ice.
I mean, we got some people going to it.
Immediately getting up out of their seats. Miller out wide. Miller with the chance to play in a cross. We'll see what she does. Try to get around a defender. Didn't make it happen. Jefferson giving chase. Wrench just has to clear it away. Bartholomew applying some pressure. Now it's Peterson. I'll play it back to Quest. All the time in the world for the keeper. She can just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
She's got no pressure. Queens is in no hurry. Might have had an early foul there.
Handball maybe? Push in the back? Not quite sure. Didn't see.
Long free kick from the midline. Bobcats get this one away. Sarah Miller on the clearance. Now some space for Peterson. Whole lot of space for Peterson. She takes off. Instead down line to Bartholomew giving chase. Cleared away. Excellent thought from Emily. Thought initially that Peterson was going to take off running.
Yeah. She had plenty of space. Couple of defenders to her left, but that open field in front of her, and she has the speed to take it.
Miller. Montanelli, we haven't heard much from since dropping back in the midfield. Low cross played in.
Nobody was there.
Only one Bobcat in the box. It was Balzano. And now here comes some speed from Queens. Running over and getting it out of a danger area was Aaron Ferris.
See, Sam,
and Stockton that was flying.
In that situation, I'm curious why they don't go back to the keeper. Because you go back to the keeper right there on the right side, and Graham can turn around and play it out wide to Miller, who was wide open, no man on her.
Difficult to kind of see that, though, when you're tracking back as a fullback.
It is.
They don't have eyes in the back of their heads. It can be dangerous turning around and throwing it back towards Ashley Graham.
It could be.
Although in that case, you're right, it could have been warranted.
I just wonder how much of that is actually taught and how much of that is actually instinct or reaction in game to play it back to the keeper.
The Bobcats have been ignoring their instincts all night and panicking a little bit in the back line. Chance for a calmer clearance here almost didn't happen as Jeffries bounced it off Ferris. Back to Queens. Up top and taken away by Miller. Peterson on the ball for a long time, fouled.
Yeah, Sam, somebody just walked past me with that Italian ice, and I will say, it looked very nice.
Riley, if you need to leave, man.
I'm going to head out.
I wasn't serious. You're going to stay here.
Yeah, I will stay here. I enjoy this more than Italian ice.
And that's saying something.
It is.
Graham is coming to take the free kick.
Yeah.
Montanelli couldn't get up to it. Jefferson on the ball for Queens.
Yes, right there. I like that. Right there. Nice little simple play back to the keeper.
Well, Asbel coming back that time had full vision.
Yeah.
On Ashley, knew exactly what was in front of her. A little bit different from Ferris running that way. Running away from the goal earlier.
Yep.
32 minutes left. Bobcats looking for the first home goal of the season.
Only 2 shots this half for the Bobcats, but also 2 shots as well for Queens.
Started off extremely positively from Georgia College. One of the most positive runs of play we've seen from this team
so far.
Maybe in a few years.
Yeah.
Against a team the caliber of Queens anyways.
Oh, here we go. Raggy in the ball game.
And that's something we haven't talked about. Raggy, I think, nicked up a little bit. We haven't seen much from Ragnhildur Bjarnadóttir.
Ooh, I'm still working on that.
You'll get it one day.
I'll get it one day.
Raggy, I believe, from Reykjavik, Iceland.
I'll work on that too.
The excellent midfielder for the Bobcats. Her presence has definitely been missing tonight.
Now, you said she was injured?
She's been nicked up a little bit, I think.
Okay.
And now immediately making an impact. Raggy lays it off for Bartholomew. She's taken down. Another chance for Amanda. I think this time she's going to leave it up to Bjarnadóttir, who's immediately come on.
Let's go.
And made an impact.
She hasn't even moved much. I think she stayed the same, about 10 by 10 space on the field.
Maybe 5-6 yards outside the 18. Excellent position for Raggy. A wall of 4 for Queens. Popped over. Raggy couldn't get on top of it. But encouraging signs again for Georgia College.
And she has been sitting out all game, so she's not all the way warm yet. Not having a feel for the ball.
So I was surprised why Amanda didn't decide to pick it up. Maybe
with that close
the
call
initial
earlier.
knock.
Yeah.
She took, roughed her up a bit, discouraged her from taking it. Jeffries heavy touch, but she makes up for it. Fighting now. Still fighting. Stockton's going to win that battle. Still fighting, and Jeffries got a leg across. Didn't like the call. Cut off the position of Stockton. 50-50 call there.
Yep.
Jeffries didn't get it. She's nothing if not aggressive.
Yep. She knows what she's doing back there. And as a defender, a lot of times your first thought is be aggressive.
And frankly, that's a whole lot of fun to watch. Header coming in. Dangerous. As our Ring was the one who got to it, Charlotte Ring. Might even use a little push in the back to set herself up for that one. Didn't quite get enough power on the headed attempt. Lozano, long ball. Peterson on her horse. She will not get there. Shielded by Singh, but Peterson again showing off the wheels.
Yeah, this top 3 is working out for the Bobcats so far this half. 2 shots on goal, well, 3 now as I'm looking, but they've already tied the last half shots and just half of this half.
Raggy playing up top. And that midfield 3 for Georgia College. Duvall and Wrench, the holding midfielders. Wrench plays it back to Duvall. Now Raggy. A little more movement in the midfield now. Some good technical skill in the middle of the park for the Bobcats. And Raggy showing a little bit of it here. Had the ball taken away, though. Nice tackle. Jefferson. Called her name a lot tonight. Has had a few huge chances. Ashley Graham already with 11 saves on the night, by the way. School record is 16. Miller The fullback with space.
Referee did a little jump over the ball there.
Peterson, cross in, it's a good one. Knocked
Oh.
away, Wrench will pick it up. Wrench, crowd yelling at her to shoot, and it goes wide. Never quite had the pace.
Balzano took a fall there in the box as she tried to reach the cross, and she hit pretty hard. It was a little slow to get up, and her head hit the ground pretty hard, but looks to be okay.
DeShant back in, Taylor Ward out for Queens. Become relatively quiet at Bobcat Park.
Plenty of people here, though.
Yeah, a good crowd for our Friday night home opener.
Yeah.
We were going to have a dog show at the beginning of this as Bartholomew chases after it. And we're laughing a bit here because much to the dismay of much of our staff, this dog show was unfortunately canceled.
Oh, no.
Could have made a great night.
Could have.
At Georgia College, even better.
Al Weston wanted to enter me in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what he said, so. My mom always told me we were the closest thing to getting a dog was me. So.
You do have a very distinct golden retriever type vibe.
That's what I was thinking
to
too.
You, I think, Riley. As Raggy comes forward, Bartholomew went to the carpet. Still see a few dogs hanging out around the park, though.
There's a nice big husky down there. Pretty.
Queens. Space out wide for Jefferson. Will she cut in? In on the right foot. Plays it in. It was a good thought. It was towards Stockton. Ashley Graham, by the way. She runs over and picks up that one. Did have to make a save there, but she's already tied her best of her career as far as the save total goals.
11 saves, yes, sir. I mean, with 16 shots, you got to save something if you've only scored 2 goals. And she's done a great job tonight.
Popped up in the air by Balzano. Now headed forward, Bartholomew going to take after it. Does Amanda ever get tired?
I don't think so. I was wondering that earlier, and she just seems to have a motor that is full of gas all the time.
She's done an excellent job tonight. Feels like she's been running the entire time, just hasn't been able to find herself on the end of anything dangerous.
Yep.
The service so far not there for the senior.
And credit that to the Queens back line, who's quick-witted and knows where that ball is going. Very good at predicting.
And just as you said it, Riley, Mariah Davis stepped up, made another great play. She's going to fight Bartholomew here and get it away. Bartholomew going to pick it up, though, using her body well. Someone's got to move towards Amanda. She goes down, taken down by DeShant. No one moving for Amanda. She just had to hold on to the ball.
And she's still running, though.
And held on long enough to get a free kick in a good spot. Sarah Miller just moved that up maybe like 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, that's okay.
Bobcats will take it. It's about in the same spot we saw Bartholomew take a free kick earlier.
Might be about 2 yards longer, but I don't know with that shot earlier that mattered much at all.
See if she can pick out a corner this time. She may play this one in.
I think she is. Yep.
She's looking that way. In towards Raggy. Excellent ball from Bartholomew. And Kai Jeffries having some tough time picking out a blue shirt. No one really open. Kai quite didn't know what to do with it. Bobcats are finally able to escape.
Got Uno coming in for Sarah Miller.
So Uno at right back now. She started off the game at left back.
For Queens, out goes Stockton and in comes, is that 17? Did I see that correctly?
Yes.
That is 17, Elizabeth Fan. Should be on the right side of the Queens offense. Oh, nice little ricochet action going on.
Sounded nice, at least.
Yeah.
Jefferson fighting Omar's daughter. Omar's daughter going to win this one. Still fighting. Finally clear it up and towards Bartholomew.
Oh.
And once again, is given fits by Mariah Davis, who's been in her jersey all night. Excuse me, Mariah Lewis.
It's dark out here. We can't really read the paper.
With the Georgia College education I have, some could say I couldn't read in the first place.
Or do math. That's not something I'm good at.
Omar's daughter with a chance. Omar's daughter. Now it's to Bartholomew. Bartholomew inward. Bartholomew thought about a shot, decided against it. Back to Peterson. Wrench. Bjarna daughter fights off a couple efforts. Now back in position of the folks in the white shirts.
Whoa.
Oh, heavy hit. Sprinting over was Ferris. Ferris kept it in. Balzano. Balzano still. Raggy making a run, and so is Peterson. Great run, great ball from Peterson. Ball came in from Balzano. And Dimley had a chance, just couldn't get her boot on the ball the way she wanted.
Yeah, Peterson looking like an NBA layup right there. Just a little nice touch, but right into the goalie's hands. Not much behind it either.
Of course, tough to swing your legs around when you're charging one way and trying to pull the ball coming the other way.
Yep.
Tough to get power behind it and get it on frame. Ferris. Long looping run from Ferris. Now Bartholomew in the box, doesn't get to her.
Oh, we got to play her down. That is Ferris.
She ran a long, long way for that one.
Yeah,
Maybe
she
cramping up after that.
I would be for sure.
And she's going to take a seat. First visit from the trainers today as the clock stops at 18:56. Queens out shooting the Bobcats 16-8, 5 shots in this half. For Georgia College, though, it's definitely been a more positive run of play. As Ferris will be helped off. Likely to get some water.
Yeah, this Millersville humidity is quite horrendous at some points, and so sure water would be needed for both teams as they kind of huddle up in the middle of the fields.
Beautiful night tonight. Some excellent pre-hurricane weather, like we said.
Yeah, y'all stay safe out there. This is going to be interesting. Hurricane Irma.
Especially if any of you are listening to us from Florida or down the coast. Hopefully you're not.
Yeah,
Hopefully you've left.
Yeah, hopefully you are in Georgia, North Georgia, or South Carolina. It will be interesting.
Still, we wish the best for your possessions and everything else. Going down there as Irma heads up the coast, and Graham picks this one up. She wants to get on the break quickly. Omar's daughter trying to help her out. Makes a move, stayed on the ball a little too long. Peterson is there to handle it now. Sky high. Peterson trapped. Got the ball to Omar's daughter. Icelandics teaming up. Raggy with the flick. Bobcats got in a tight space, but the Icelandics and Peterson teaming up for some nice moves, and how Duvall turns a Queens player around. Ring got spun.
Some impressive
on that one.
Midfield play from the Bobcats all around.
Now we got to see if we can get in product out of it. Balzano doing her best to try and make that happen. Balzano still fighting through. Looked for Bartholomew.
Oh.
Long shot coming in, pushed away.
Wow.
Sarah Miller.
Let's go,
with
Sarah.
her best hit of her night.
That was a rip. I think the keeper was ready for it as she kind of fell backwards and pushed it out.
Almost couldn't get her feet. I think it was dipping on her a bit. Thought it initially might have been going higher.
Yeah, me too.
She just had to push it over. I think if she would have caught the ball, there's a legitimate chance Quest would have fallen back in to the net.
Miller backside. Peterson at the top of the box. Umbjorg right at the 6.
We'll swing inward. Raggy was there, just missed her. Another chance. Cross is going to be out of play.
Yeah, talking about all that fancy midfield play, Sam, it's like making the best cake in the world and then just sitting and looking at it. No production up top. No production up top.
It's an interesting metaphor.
Yeah, I was thinking
I
on
think
it.
he might just be hungry.
I think I might just be hungry as well. I didn't have a dinner, but I was thinking on that one for a good bit.
Well done.
Appreciate it.
Jeffrey's coming forward, which I guess is the back line, the bottom part of. Is this a layer cake?
Yes, definitely a layer cake.
Balzano on the wing. She lets it run out. And she thought she'd earned a corner. Instead, goal kick for Queens. Sub coming on for the Bobcats with 16 minutes ticking down on the clock.
Maddie Steven checks in. Out goes Peterson, and I just want to say that Peterson has impressed me tonight. She has had a phenomenal game. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her and her future as a Bobcat.
Make some smart runs for a freshman. And some runs we haven't seen from the Bobcats in a long time, it feels like. Bobcats have never been a team that's going to light up the scoreboard. But good to see some attacking promise from her. And, of course, Balzano's been fantastic tonight on the wing.
Yeah, on the left side over there, really working the flick. She's done that multiple times tonight. Kind of flicking it over defenders and into a good attacking position.
"15 minutes to make something happen here in the Old Capitol." Steven got ahead to the box. Steven still rolling towards the goal and cleared off the line.
Oh, wow.
Almost from the Bobcats. Maddie Steven almost got Georgia College back in this one. Jeffrey switches the field. Miller running onto it. One more pass would have found Omar's daughter making a nice run. Bobcats couldn't get there, but a few blue shirts in the box now for the cross. Stevens there. Can't get to it. Beyond a daughter chasing after. Throw in for the Cats. Looks like a few of them will get in the box for a long throw maybe. Miller not looking that way. She finds Bartholomew though. Bartholomew near the end line. Cross coming in. Picked up. It's Lewis. Once again, Mariah Lewis. Maybe the woman of the match so far for Queens. Bobcat taken down. It's Wrench, I believe. Nice job by the referee to bring that one back.
Referees have called a fair game tonight, I would say.
Hasn't had a whole lot of decisions to make, but done a nice job.
Yes.
Low line drive. Right into the arms of Quest. Well, imagine that wasn't a shot attempt. I think it just stayed a lot lower
Yeah.
than I believe was Raggy wanted it to. Wrench making move. Bobcats maybe running out of ideas. Steven. Bartholomew was calling for it. Steven couldn't get it there. There were a whole lot of white shirts surrounding Amanda. And after Amanda's excellent opening weekend, there was somewhat of a worry that teams would begin to key in on her. I think that's maybe exactly what happened tonight.
Yeah, every time Amanda Bartholomew has gotten on the ball, there has immediately been a defender on her and one tracking her, if not right there.
If there's anyone talented enough in this Bobcat team to work through that, it's Amanda, but it's not easy for anybody.
Yeah.
Not even Bartholomew.
Bartholomew, not even for Lionel Messi. But he can't pay his taxes, so.
Point Amanda Bartholomew.
Exactly.
It's been a long time since I've had to announce a Queens player on the ball.
We've had a lot of possession.
11 shots now on the board. It's been 8 this half for GC.
Only 2 or 3 of those had a real chance, but a lot better attacking half than the first. See a lot of promise in these young Bobcat midfielders.
I haven't seen Beckham and Bonser since the first half. Sophia Bonser's gone AWOL as well. Seem to be having a fine game in the first half. Maybe a more attacking-minded switch for Coach Clark in the second half to get the freshmen out. Have some more experience in there.
Yeah. With plenty of space. Oh no, Uno's out of position.
And a whole lot of space for Jefferson. Jefferson taking her time on this one. Jefferson still cross-played in off of Uno.
Rubbing the back of her head. I know it hurts.
Jefferson still now seeing Bartholomew. Was in her shirt.
Oh, the soccer parents. You gotta love them.
We were right up there with them, too.
It's great. It's a great atmosphere, soccer matches. Oh, what a turn.
Shot coming hard.
Ooh.
Unfortunately for Graham, it went high. She was in position, but an absolute rocket.
Yeah, Mallet almost got her second goal there. Almost netted that one.
And as the Bobcats continue to push up late in this one, starting to get caught out of position. Back line has to be tired. Given away to Shant.
There we go.
Booted by Asbell. Now in the middle, space for Duvall, who just lofts it forward. And easy for Quest.
I think Georgia College is starting to get a little desperate and just starting to send some long balls that maybe shouldn't be played.
I can hear Ashley Graham from here right now. She is not happy. I think she was telling Duvall to keep that one on the ground. No reason to keep it in the air like that. She got all the time in the world.
Yeah, Bartholomew was open with about 30 yards of space over here.
Played forward towards Amanda. She won't get there. Maybe Amanda losing some of her legs. Of course, the center backs for Queens have been phenomenal tonight. Again, Mariah Lewis, who's been absolutely everywhere, and Alyssa Bosick, who I haven't mentioned as much, but has been equally solid. Handball.
Oh,
Not seen, was shielded.
That was
as Ring got away with one.
Pretty blatant. It was on the backside, though. The ref couldn't really see.
Not quite sure how our AR missed it. Omar's daughter, Shifty. No payoff. Well, the Bobcats do keep possession. Some tired legs and blue shirts. Jeffrey's still working on the ball. Steven, now Raggy. Back to Steven. The last-ditch effort begins for the Bobcats, and Steven played it forward. Immediately taken away. Wrench. Sarah Miller has had a nice half. A lot of speed as a fullback.
That's in.
Raggy. Raggy still. Taken away, guess who? Mariah Lewis once again.
The 5'2" center back who is playing like Shaquille O'Neal. Plenty of power behind her.
She's definitely been good defensively tonight. I guess a Shaq-level defensive output.
Shaq-level defense. I don't think you can get much better than that.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Oh.
Tried to switch the field and get it to Thea Mallet. Wow. Mallet's going to take a shot anyways. Not quite sure if that was a ball in or just trying to get it out of the way. Neither team seems very interested in doing much anything right now.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to wait this out. Georgia College maybe one last effort, or a couple I should say, plenty of time. Right under the 6-minute mark now.
Bjarne Daughter working. .540 on the clock in Milledgeville. Looking forward for the Bobcats, as we were supposed to have a game with Tusculum on Sunday. Supposed to have a few teams coming in.
Yeah.
From around the southeast for our annual Bobcat shootout. Fortunately, Irma had a few things to say about that.
She did. She still does.
Balzano. Bartholomew's there. Bartholomew's still there. Steven. Long shot. Just wide.
Oh. Nice shot there from Maddie Steven. Top right. Just a little too far right. And out goes Steven. In comes the freshman, number 22, Emily Peterson.
Short break for Emily. As the Bobcats looking for some kind of miracle, maybe pull a couple back. A long, long way to go. Bartholomew. Amanda shielding the ball well. Amanda still finally dispossessed. Long run from Amanda, couldn't find anyone when all was said and done. Una making a nice move, slide tackle. Ends up back at the feet of Queens.
There you go, I like it. Back to the keeper, safe option.
Well, that about sums it up tonight.
Yep. Not much going for the Bobcats offensively. Plenty of offense for Queens.
Next chance for Georgia College to pick things back up will be a week from now, a week and a day from now, as North Georgia comes into town for our first conference game of the year.
North Georgia always a solid squad up there.
They're good again this year. I believe they're nationally ranked, or at least close to that.
We got to bring our A game.
They do head to West Georgia, the Bobcats, on the 13th. Short little road trip over to Carrollton.
Yeah, this game is about over here, folks. Not much from either team. No energy left.
Bobcats seem resigned to their fate. Homer's daughter still. Una needs to get the ball off her feet. Finally does, and misplays a pass. Off goes Ring up towards Jefferson. Jefferson looking back towards the middle, didn't get it anybody. And Jeffries trying to save face. Ended up with a handball.
There's some miscommunication again. That back line kind of tiring out. I think both back lines are.
Well, credit to Jeffries, who's been there the entire game.
She has.
The only one of the four. All that while doing a whole lot of running. Free kick. Inward from Ring. On the end of it was Mallet. Graham coming out. Graham loses possession. Oh, gosh. A cluster in the box. Eventually a foul called. And Graham will take the free kick quickly. Up towards Duvall. Raggy can't get around. Nearing the 1 minute mark. Long way to go for this team. But certainly some talent shown tonight.
Individually.
Only really need to start worrying if this club doesn't get better as the year progresses. If it stays still, that's a different story. If they're getting better, that's exactly what you want in what's basically a rebuilding year for a young team. Bartholomew saved.
Oh, oh, bobbled save.
Maybe the last save of the night for Quest. Anna Bartholomew has been kept very much in check. Came in with a whole lot of shots, only has a few tonight, well below her normal output.
How many shots did she have by herself in that game against Queens, or not Queens, King?
King, I want to say she had at least 8.
That's
just by herself as Peterson goes down to the floor, clutches her knee. Nothing called, man. And that will end it as the horn sounds here in the Old Capitol. Home opener not quite the result the Bobcats wanted as Queens comes into Milledgeville and takes the first home game of the Bobcats season. Final score 2-0 here from Middle Georgia. That is just going to wrap things up here from the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Big thanks to Jason Thornton pressing the buttons for us tonight. And Riley, thanks to you for always joining us, man.
Oh, yeah.
Wish we could have had a better result tonight. Bobcats lose this one 2-0. That'll wrap things up. Once again, I'm Sam Jones. Glad to have you with us on the Bobcat Broadcast Network. Until next time, have a good night, folks. Stay safe and go Bobcats.